So in this video we're going to cover making a chicken stock. So we've got all our carcasses, we've got all our bones that we use from when we did the poultry butchery, and for the purpose of this we're going to show you how to make a chicken stock. Now we're going to do a brown chicken stock, so a brown chicken stock involves browning the bones, browning the vegetables. It's kind of a longer, slower process because you want to draw out all that caramelised roasted flavour. Now you can roast your bones in the oven, you can brown your bones in the pan. For the purpose of this, we're going to brown our bones in the pan because we want to draw out and render down all that fat and from the skin that's on our bones. That will then start to caramelise the vegetables, it will caramelise the bones, it will take on more and more flavour and more will be absorbed into the water, turning it into your lovely chicken stock. Okay, so we're going to take our bones, we're going to pop our bones into our pan. I've not got any oil or anything like that, we're just going straight in. The pan's been on, so the pan's quite warm. So we're going to start the browning process. So we're going to add colour to our chicken. We're going to brown it all down. Turn it over. So this steam, this is just the steam from the chicken. So it's the moisture being released from the chicken. And once the moisture is released, the fat will start to go to the bottom of the pan, and then it will start to brown. The reason, if we added oil, you wouldn't get the steam, it would instantly be frying and colouring. I don't want too much oil in the stock, I want a nice clear, pure stock. So we're just going to brown them off. Obviously you can use oil if you want, there's many different styles and techniques to making stock. This is just my preference. Turn the heat down slightly, and that will tick away, browning those bones nicely. You can start to hear that it's starting to fry, it's crackling, there's no more steam, it's starting to brown, it's starting to colour, it's starting to create that caramel flavour, that roasted flavour that you get with a roasted browned chicken stock. We're now going to move on to the second stage of our chicken stock. So I can see in my pan all the little bits I've started to caramelise on the bottom. The chicken is starting to brown, it's starting to go a lovely caramelised colour. You can take this to really dark, obviously not burnt, but you can take it to a really nice dark caramelised colour. I'm just going to move this slightly. At this stage, as any moisture has reduced and left the fat is there. So we're now going to use the fat from the chicken to brown our vegetables. Now we've got a basic mirepoix here. We've got any vegetables that have been left over. We've got some onions, we've got some shallot, we've got some celery, we've got a little bit of fennel, we've got some carrot, we've got a clove of garlic, we've got some bay leaves, there's some mushroom trimmings in here, a little bit of tomato trimmings. We're going to add our vegetables. So now we're going to put this back onto the back of the stove, and we're going to allow this to caramelise some more and to brown some more. That's going to allow all the flavours to start to amalgamate, come together. You're going to get all those different flavours from the celery and the fennel and the onions and the carrots coming out into the stock. See where it's all browned and it's not burnt, it's all stuck there. We're going to deglaze that. So we're going to add our stock, our water. And this will deglaze, and this will take all that wonderful flavour from the bottom and add it to our beautiful stock. You can already see how the colour's already started to change. All that flavour has started to impact itself on the liquid in the water. Absolutely wonderful. So this now is going to sit and simmer for approximately 3 hours. And ever so often we're going to skim it to remove any impurities. So the final stage of our chicken stock is the passing of it. Throughout it we've skimmed, so we've taken a small ladle and we just skim across the top, removing any impurities. Impurities, you will see it's like a white foam, or you might see a layer of fat across the top. That will all have effect on your finished stock. Okay, what you'll see as well when you pass it and store it, the fat will rise, any residual fat will rise to the top, and you can skim that off as well once it's set. So there's many different ways of removing it so that you get the best finished product that you possibly can. Now also, we haven't seasoned this stock in any way, shape or form. That's because when we use it for sauces or soups or anything along those lines, then we're going to season that. If we season this and we taste it and it tastes absolutely beautifully seasoned, when we then reduce to make a sauce or a soup with it, it's then going to be too intense. So we're always thinking ahead. So to pass, we've got a chinois and we've got a jug. We make sure it's on a stable surface, and we're just going to take it and we're just going to pass it through. If you want to pass it further, you can use a muslin cloth. That will help to remove any finer bits and pieces as well. What you can do is, once you've passed it, is you can then pass it again through a muslin. Also, if you're feeling brave enough, you can take your pan and you can pour it in. And that, so we've knocked these bits out, is our stock.